This video covers the very first step into the darker world. I'm building the gateway into Quirky Dark, and just off to the side, the very first plaza building, a quirky little shop called Wiggles Gifts. I figure if we're going to split the park in two, then the entrance to the darker half has to feel like a shift in reality. So I started designing this archway, not just as a structure, but as a mood. It needs to feel inviting, but in a way that makes you kind of hesitate, like stepping past it might change you somehow. I really didn't want it to feel creepy or super dark. It's not the vibe I was going for. So this is where Headz comes in. These are my own little blueprint pieces similar to Channel 5's Planko Friends. They are weird little 3D characters and shapes that you can customize and remix together. You'll see me using them in my archways to create faces, accents, and moments that feel alive but not too polished. And they're also used in other ways as well. They're not the main attraction, they're more like stage crew. So they set the tone, they blend into the sets, they occasionally steal the scene. Honestly, they have changed the way that I build, because with Headz, I don't need to have to sweat over characters or little, decorative, goofy things. I just get to focus on the emotion I want to convey, or the contrast, the shape, the color, all the little things about it. They're really easy to use, and they're a really fun tool. Now, let's talk about the shop I want to build as well. I want to build a gift shop called Wiggles Gifts. This is a fun one, too. Wiggles is one of my original Headz, and yeah, he's something else. He has a big grin, weird energy, definitely not someone you would be managing your taxes or your business. But for gifts, it's right up Wiggles' alley. Quirky Dark needs a gift shop at the entrance, so I figured this is perfect. I built the store using one of Planko 2's newest in-game shop features. You can sell merch just like any shop, and I wanted it to feel like Wiggles actually lived here, or maybe came by. Maybe he owns it. Maybe he haunts it. We don't know for sure yet, but it's a piece of him. Either way, it sets the tone. This is where the normal ends and the weird and quirky begins. And that's the spirit of this park that I want to try to convey. Duality isn't about copying real-life parks. It's different than that. It's not trying to be the next Disney or Universal, even though I deeply respect the people who build ultra-realistic parks. Many of the YouTubers I follow, and quite a few of the creators, they are people that create realistic things, and I love watching them. Some of those builds are jaw-dropping. They should be in a museum. But me, I'm not chasing accuracy this time. I'm chasing that dreamlike space between opposites, so somewhat realistic, grounded in reality for sure, as you can see from all the building here. But it has that quirk, that weirdness to it. I want this park to feel like a half-remembered dream, where the lines blur, the stories twist, and the scenery doesn't have to make perfect sense. It just has to feel right. This isn't a place that could exist. It's a place that shouldn't. And that is exactly what I'm saying it should do. So the glowing side of the park is a full place of calm, peace, stillness. And then the dark side, that's chaos, mood, shadows, and laughter that always doesn't sound the best or the most friendly. And over on the dark side, I'm going to be creating a lot of interesting rides and interesting architecture. I want to build crooked houses, and I want to build animatronic-based rides, like there's one involving a demon or a possession. And then, of course, there's other kind of less spooky, more goofy Halloween-y type areas using the Headz characters. And it's going to be a lot of fun to create this zone, and I figured I would start with the Quirky Dark, because I'm still not completely sure what I want to do with the light. I know really what I want to do, but I'm not quite settled yet. I spent a good chunk of my time just experimenting with the archway and the Headz, adding layers, removing parts, playing with all the contrast. I want this area to feel sculpted, like the park itself pushed it up out of the ground, like it's organic, but at the same time, I want it to have that cheap plastic feel to it as well. You'll also see me jumping in and out of the Headz maker sometimes in the videos, designing new elements, adjusting placements. It's part of the build, part of the improvisation. Sometimes I know exactly what I'm going to be building that day, and sometimes I just start vibing and see what sticks to the surface. Wiggles definitely stuck, and you can get the Headz blueprint down in the description of my videos from now on, and of course by joining the Discord. It gets updated from time to time. They're real simple. You grab the little pole, put it on top of the other pole in your starter, and eventually you build this 3D head face thing. So Wiggles is now part of the DNA of the park, and I've kind of moved on a bit from the Willows, I understand that, but things can't last forever, right? And I think you'll see more and more of the Mr. Wiggles and others like him popping up in unexpected places and unexpected ways all through this park. Maybe he's going to get his own ride too. Maybe he shows up in the lighter side when he's not supposed to be there. We'll see what happens. What excites me most about this park is that I don't know where it's going to go yet. Every build opens new questions. What does the light side really want? What secrets are buried in the dark side? What happens when these two sides finally meet at the plaza or in between them? That's the journey. We're not going to just build rides and place down pathways. We're going to build meaning. I'm going to use color, architecture, and these little Headz guys, including Wiggles, who probably shouldn't be trusted. And this is just the beginning. We're laying the foundations for duality. One side bright, one side shadow, and right in the middle, something you've never seen before. So stick around, and next few builds are going to get weirder and weirder, and maybe even beautiful. But the question still remains, what happens when light and dark finally collide?